If somebody is thinking about going to college, what would you like to tell them?
Booties.
It was ginormous.
It's so yucky.
You should go to college so you can make a lot of money.
I farted on your head.
Do you want to go to college?
Which one's a good one?
What?
This podcast. Peanut butter.
You just spilled milk. Cheers. My name's Dad, a.k.a. Andrew.
And
Your name
Lincoln.
is Lincoln.
Remember when Mom said, "Come watch that video," and Mom and you guys said, "Oh no, Lincoln fell out of the house." Remember that?
I remember that, dude.
Yeah, that was today.
That did happen today.
Dada,
Yeah.
what does Spider-Man do?
Spider-Man is a vigilante. He runs around and he saves people. He helps them.
He makes spider webs.
He does that too, but he also helps people.
What else?
He has fun. He's a pretty fun guy.
Who spilled milk over my shirt?
You did?
No, you did.
No, you did. You spilt milk. You did what we call this podcast. Spilt milk.
Why don't on the podcast you don't spill your milk?
Because I'm careful with my milk.
Then spill it.
No.
Just dump it on the couch
No.
and make the couch all wet and white.
The couch is already white.
We can make it all white. What's the milk?
Today we're asking. Yes.
So remember when we spilled milk on the couch? Would this make this couch smell bad?
Yeah.
But why is it not smelling bad anymore?
Because we had to get it cleaned. So you're not old enough to go to school yet.
Mm-mm.
But one day you're going to have school.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Why are you talking about school?
Because it's the topic of today's episode.
Ow.
Eventually you go to school and you learn about math and reading and science.
That like a math game?
Yeah, like the math game you play on Mommy's phone.
Yeah.
Do you learn how to do math?
Oh, so we do counting, and then sometimes there's eggs, there's aminos for like it, and then I put different stuff on the aminos.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it fun?
Yeah, there's ads of it.
Oh, is there ads?
But there's no more because we do that every single time.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you like math?
Do you know what I like about I have some bad news.
What is the bad news?
I don't like math.
You don't like math?
No.
Well, good news is that you're 3 and you have a little while before you have to really start worrying about that. So when you go to school, you learn about math and reading and science and all sorts of different things. But then after school, after elementary school, then you have middle school, then you have high school. And after that, you have what's called college.
Hey, remember when Andy growed up and then he go to college?
Oh, Andy from Toy Story?
Yeah.
Yeah, he went to college, exactly. Do you want to go to college?
No.
Why not?
Okay.
What about college doesn't sound like something that you would want to do?
Well, I don't really want to do anything.
No college?
No.
Any reason particular?
What do you do at college?
It's more school and reading and science.
Is it boring?
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. When I grow up, I'm just going to fight.
You're going to fight? Like join the MMA?
Hey, yeah. Hey, I farted on your head.
Yeah, I wouldn't mess with this guy. I mean, he might fight you, and then after he fights you, he might fart on your head.
And I would give you ice cream.
And then give you ice cream, because he's a nice guy. He's still a nice guy.
Oh, maybe when we do those things, when we do upstairs?
Oh, the live streams?
Yeah.
Like on Instagram and everything?
Why aren't they saying us ice cream?
No, you promised to send them ice cream.
And now that's why.
Yeah, and you never did.
That's why they're not saying ice cream anymore?
They're not going to send us ice cream if you don't send them ice cream.
I'm saying them ice cream.
Are you?
But why are they saying us ice cream? But when we're not saying ice cream.
I don't think anybody is sending anybody ice cream, actually.
I am.
To who?
I don't know. Uh-oh, Dad.
What?
We don't. That's why isn't the ice? But this is bad news, actually.
What's the bad news?
I don't know why the ice cream truck is coming out on summer.
You don't know why the ice cream truck is coming out on summer.
Yeah, he's not. I do not see him
We haven't seen him in a little while.
because it's already summer and he doesn't come out anywhere.
Maybe he fell in a big hole.
No,
Maybe he went to the moon.
no,
Maybe he went to Mars.
no,
Maybe he touched the sun.
no,
Maybe he went to the bottom of the ocean.
no,
Maybe he went into a volcano.
no,
Did he go to the middle of the earth?
no,
Did he discover the chicken butt?
no.
What did he do?
Oh, I know.
What?
I think he's not doing that because he's busy giving everybody else in the neighborhood, everybody else ice cream.
What a nice guy.
But why don't he give us ice cream?
Like you said, he's probably busy.
Well, maybe he's busy because he's giving us everybody else ice cream.
I think you're right. So, you don't want to go to college.
I don't want to talk about college.
Why do you think people like going to college?
I don't know.
So, some people have to go to college if they want to become like a doctor or a surgeon or a lawyer. They have to. What do you think about that?
But other kids want to be sings guys when they grow up.
You're saying there's other kids that want to grow up and be doctors and lawyers? Well, they have to go to college.
I hear what they say they want to be.
What do they tell you?
I don't know. They tell everybody else I'm listening.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not talking. I'm just listening what they're saying.
So you're saying there's kids talking to each other.
Oh, Dad. This was too funny. When we were doing the summer party, these kids and girls were watching another girl play Minecraft.
Was that silly?
Yeah, like I was just watching.
Were you?
I like, oh.
Did you just space out? You just like left the chat. So most adults think that you should go to college so you can make a lot of money.
Why?
Because the common theory is that if you want to make a lot of money in life, you have to have a college degree. But like, Daddy, I'm a dropout. I went to college for 6 months and I was like, this sucks. And then I dropped out. I left college forever.
I want to be a farmer.
You want to be a farmer? Well, guess what?
What?
You don't need to go to college. Does that make you happy? Yeah. What would you like to tell somebody who's thinking about going to college?
You know what?
What?
Booties.
Booties. That's actually why a lot of people go to college.
Why?
Booties.
Is it because they need to go pee and poop?
No. They can do that at home.
Is there bathrooms at college?
There are bathrooms at college.
Do everybody go in them?
Yeah. Like kind of like in normal, like just normal bathrooms where normal people go to the bathroom.
Are they grandma bathrooms or are they clean bathrooms?
Is a grandma bathroom a dirty bathroom?
Yeah.
They're probably somewhere in the middle. I don't know. I went to online college for 6 months and then I dropped out.
Can we remember when that baby was alive during his bottle and these dump trucks and this monkey were controlling everything? It was super scary, actually. Right?
Are you talking about Curious George?
No, Toy Story.
Oh, Toy Story?
Yeah, that was a scary one, actually. Right, Dad?
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty scary.
Yeah, I did not like that. No, I did not like that one.
Toy Story?
No, I did not like when that monkey
Oh.
and then that bear. It was
You're talking about Toy Story 3.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was not. I did not like that. I did not like that one.
It was pretty scary, dude.
Yeah. What? I was like scared.
If someone's thinking about watching Toy Story 3, what would you want to tell them?
Then that cat when there was a flood. I did not like that movie either.
Really?
Yeah, it was like super scary. I was like, that is scary. But every day I thought,
That's what you think about every day?
yeah, close eyes.
That's what you think about every day? That's so weird.
Watch Toy Story before you go to college.
Watch Toy Story. Because when Andy went to college, it was really sad.
Yeah.
So don't leave your toys behind. And just don't go to college.
No, but if you do, someone's gonna let you on fire and eat you.
No. If you go to college, somebody's not going to light you on fire and eat you.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Dude, what if there's somebody watching this video right now who wants to be a doctor and now is not going to go be a doctor because they think that someone's going to light them on fire and eat them?
Yeah, let's do that.
No. And we're not going to be the ones doing it either. Yes.
This was silly. I think at Leia's house there was a sale and there was gum on a sale, but it was sticking to the sale. We were just taking the gum off.
That's gross.
I think somebody just spit it out and farted on it.
Farted on it?
Yeah, but we were just pulling it off.
Gum off of a chair?
Yeah, it was dried up.
That's gross.
We were just pulling it off with the fingernails.
Really?
I was like, I thought that was disgusting.
It sounds disgusting.
I know. But Leia didn't think. Oh, Dada.
Yeah.
This was silly.
Yeah.
Do you know when we were at Leia's, frogs were in Leia's pool?
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Leia did not like that.
I wouldn't like it either.
She said when at the old house, a cat go down the water slide and it fall in the pool.
A cat fell in the pool?
Yeah, it go down the water slide.
Why did he do that?
I don't know.
That's a silly cat, dude.
I know. And then at the old house again, another cat go down the water slide, and we're in the pool too.
Wow. That's a coincidence.
I know. And I was like, I was just listening, and I was like, that does not sound good.
You're on one today.
And all the time when I go to Leia's, this one's a good podcast too.
You like it? It's pretty good.
All the time when I go to Leia's, Leia lets me go in the pool, but I don't swim. I just walk in the water.
Oh, is it fun?
Yeah, I walk in the low water.
Can you swim?
No.
Do you want to swim?
Yeah, but I need a pool noodles, and then what do you call those circle things?
A floaty?
Yeah, I need one of those because that's how kids kind of float. So I really want to buy one of those.
A floaty and a pool noodle?
Yeah. Hey, Dada.
Yeah.
Why does clay in water? Why does clay
Mm-hmm.
from the ground?
Mm-hmm.
Clay
Yeah.
from the ground. Why does it let water dry up?
Why doesn't it let water dry up?
Yeah.
Well, clay is more of a dense material, right? So, let's say this is dirt, right? Let's say this is dirt. So water can fall through the dirt particles. But clay is more like a solid piece of dirt. So it's solid. There's no space between the clay particles for water to go through. And so water just sits right on top of the clay.
Oh. But But I really want to dig my mud hole.
So there's a bunch of water in your mud hole right now because underneath it is clay. And once the sun dries up all that water, then we can go play in it.
But we're not done building it yet.
You're right, we're not. We will be soon.
When we were first building that, there was worms everywhere.
There was.
There's so many worms in the dirt pieces.
There was a lot of worms.
Yeah.
If you were a fisherman, that would be a great day for you.
Yeah, and that big worm and that big mud piece, that was a giant worm.
That was a giant worm, dude.
That is why it was super heavy.
It was ginormous.
Yeah, that is why it's super heavy.
You thought the worm, it was pretty fat.
The worm?
Yeah, thick.
Why is it fat?
I don't know, probably ate a lot of dirt.
Or maybe ate a little quarters in under the ground and got fatter.
Yeah.
And ate some cookies.
Yeah, ate some cookies.
Actually, why don't ants and worms eat cookies? Why don't they?
Actually, ants love cookies.
Do worms do?
I don't know.
Do they eat eggs or something?
I think like sausage and eggs and pancakes in the morning.
Why do some bugs live underground, Dad?
Because it's warm or maybe even cool and dark and safe.
But when it rains, what happens to the bugs?
They all die.
Why?
Because they drown.
But underground, there's no water, right?
If the water goes onto the ground and goes into the ground, they can drown.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Is it when the water sinks down and the grass goes greener?
Mm-hmm.
But how does the water sink down?
It just goes through the different dirt particles like we were talking about earlier.
Oh, I know. Like when the particles sit, they think about, oh, there's rain, let's grow grass. Is that what you're talking about?
Particles don't really think.
Why?
Because they're
they do actually.
They do?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
No way.
Yeah, they do. They do think. They just think, oh, we need to grow grass. Let's do that. And then they grow grass when the rain gets down. And then the bugs thought, oh no, we're sinking. So they die.
Yeah.
Is that what you're kind of talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what some kids know about science and a lot more stuff.
Have you been to college?
No?
Are you sure?
No.
You don't want to go to college, do you?
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm quiet because I don't have any more questions.
I don't have any more questions either. You've been running the show.
I have no more questions.
I don't have any questions either.
What are your questions?
I asked them all. I mean, we figured out that we don't need to go to college.
Not a lot of stuff about school. Just a lot about grounds and dirt.
Yep, we didn't really talk about school today. We didn't really talk about what we intended to talk about today, but we talked a lot about ground and dirt and how particles have thoughts. They're conscious beings, apparently.
Bye-bye, friends.
Bye-bye, friends.
Look at us go!
See you in the next video.
Next video, butts.
Butts.
And booties.
And booties.
Why did you ask all your questions and I asked all my questions?
Why?
Yeah.
Because we were on a podcast.
Where did all your questions go?
I asked them to you. All right, booties. We'll see you later.
We'll see you later sometime and then see you on the next podcast.
That's right. Good job, dude.
Yeah. I see what tag me.
A person who thinks all the time has nothing to think about except thoughts.